Hello everybody, welcome to Percussion Axiom TV. I am your host Tom Burritt, and this is episode 25. Today's axiom is it's all about interaction. I've been saying this here and there throughout the 24 episodes previous to this, that encouraging you to interact with me and leave comments after the show, and friend me up on Facebook, Twitter, and those sorts of things. Uh-oh, here comes my son Liam. Hey Liam, I'm taping a show right now.
It's all painted. And
that's cool. Check this out. He painted the car. Okay, can you go finish?
But that look, it doesn't need any.
Okay, I gotta tape the rest of the show here. Okay.
But that look.
You got it on your. Okay, go wash your hands.
Okay.
Liam, my son, with his car. Anyway, we would encourage you to interact, and that was priceless. To interact with the show and myself, and I really love it when you guys leave comments. So, just a couple announcements before we get to the rest of today's show. I want to interact with you guys. That's really the most important thing about the show. It's a community we're trying to build here, and I just think that's really important. So to help do that, I've redesigned thomasburritt.com. So you can check that out. The show is actually now on the front page. I think that's going to help make it a little easier for people to find the show at my site there. I just also developed a fan page on Facebook. I'll link that up at the end of the show, so please, I want to start building some fans there and some friends. So go there and sign up. Another way just to interact, and I think that's going to be helpful as well. And I think some of the search engines will be a little easier to pick up that show through Facebook, so I think that's going to help a lot. Let's see. So follow that link. To become a fan on Facebook, and then Twitter. I've talked a lot about Twitter. For those of you who've been following me, I think maybe you could leave a comment to say, if you find it great to hear from me during the week, a little bit every day on kind of what's going on. And I love to hear back from you guys too. I got some great feedback using Twitter, so that's really the best way in between episodes that we can all sort of, kind of stay in contact. And it's really amazing what's happening there. So I encourage you to follow me on Twitter, and if I think you're an Axiom user, I'll follow you as well, and we can interact that way. Not just through the show interface, but on a more regular basis. So if that's what you want, that's awesome. I would love for you to do that. So speaking of interaction, last show we talked about something that we could do together, like learn a piece together. And I've heard from one of you that thinks that's a really great idea. So actually, it's interesting because Taylor Ducharme, I'm not sure if that's the right spelling there, Taylor Jones, but anyway, he left me a message saying he thinks that's a great idea. So I think we're going to go ahead with that. And by the way, Taylor, congratulations on your engagement. If you guys should look him up, give him a congratulations for becoming engaged. I found that out interacting with him about his response to the last show. So anyway, congratulations, Taylor. That's fantastic news. So I got a couple ideas on what piece we could actually learn together. And I don't want this to be anything that's going to be too difficult for you. I know everyone's got school, or they're teaching, or everyone's got a busy schedule, so I don't want to make this unmanageable for you guys, or for me for that matter. So we're going to stick it to something pretty short. And I got a couple ideas, but I want to get yours as well. So we're not going to decide right now what that piece is going to be. But if you're interested, and you want to have a say, and you want to actually suggest something, please do. Just keep it, make it an etude or a real short piece, something that it's not too difficult, something that we can all learn from, and hopefully it's a strong piece of music as well, so we can learn something in that way. So please leave me a comment after the show. That's going to be the question of the episode that I'll kind of remind you of at the end of the show. Let me know what your idea is, and make sure it's something that we can all get very easily. Right? Because there's people that are watching the show from all over the world, and it'd be nice to kind of do this together. So, would love to hear your ideas. We'll take a week now for you to get those to me, and then I guess maybe I'll decide based on what I get back from you guys, because I don't want to do this if no one's really interested in doing it. So this is the best time. If you really want to do this, let me know. If I get a handful of you to do it, then we'll do it. Because even if you don't do it, there's probably some things you can learn from that process as well. But I'd love to have as many of you do this as possible. So my ideas include, let's see, some stout etudes. These are some things that, some etudes that are really fantastic and don't get played very much that I know of. I know I make most of my students do some of them. but these are some old school ones. So the first book, and if you can find one with this cover, congratulations, 'cause this is pretty old school here. So anyway, I was thinking any of the first 3 in here would be good. I'm particularly interested in number 3. So that one's going to be a little bit harder than maybe the first 2. But anyway, give me some feedback on what you think about these 3, if that's something worth doing. All of the stuff you can easily find at Steve Weiss Music. And this actually, book 3, number 12, is one that I'd like to think about as well. 2-Mallet Etude. It's a lot of fun. And that one's available also at Steve Weiss, I believe, and definitely at mostlymarimba.com. So those are 2 of the ideas I had. So, yeah, please let me know what your ideas are, and we'll try to do something together. This is kind of a really cool idea, and again, I'd love for you guys to be a part of it. It's the ultimate interacting, right? Being able to learn a piece together. Each episode, I don't know how many it will be, but each episode will assign a certain amount of the music to learn for that week and kind of talk about, I can share some of the ideas and how I learn music, and of course, I would love to hear how you guys do it, and we can all open this up and hopefully learn a lot from each other. So I think it's a great idea, and hopefully I can get as many of you guys on board as possible. Okay, before we close the show, I'm wearing my ZMF t-shirt from 2007, the festival. And by the way, February 1st, it's now January 17th, I think. February 1st is the pre-registration deadline. It goes up $150 if you wait till after February 1st for this summer's festival. We've talked a lot about this. We had Nancy on episode 19, which, by the way, is an epic episode. I mean, that's getting so many hits on YouTube. I think it's close to 500 now, which is awesome. So anyway, you can see here in the back of my shirt, ZMF 2007. Hopefully you can see that. Not sure if you can or not, but anyway, you get a really cool t-shirt like this one if you go. But, we've talked a lot about why that's going to be amazing. And by the way, check out the website for ZMF. They updated it, and it's really cool. And they have interesting quotes from each of the faculty. And I'm having so much fun right now learning those 3 new pieces that we'll be premiering and recording. Just can't wait for that week in July. So I really hope you guys can be a part of it. And I really encourage you to save $150, register now before February 1st, and I'll be able to see you out there. So I'll be there the week of... let's see, 4th, I think I get in, July 4th through the 11th. So, and you know what? Lyle Mays is going to be there, and I'm so pumped because I get to play with Lyle Mays. I mean, you know what, guys? That's unbelievable. Lyle Mays is the keyboard jazz pianist from Pat Metheny Group, who I've just idolized over the years, and I get to freaking play a concert with him. It's just unreal. So anyway, went off on a little tangent there. So the quote of the episode is, are you in on this interaction thing? Friend me up. I want to hear from what you guys are doing. Facebook, Twitter. Those are the 2 things that I'm really, kind of investing in at the moment. And then also, are you in on learning this thing together, this etude together? I think that would be a really awesome thing. So if you are in, say yes or no. But if you are in, I'd love to hear your ideas on what my ideas were. And I'd also love to hear what you guys think and your ideas. So anyway, that's it for today. Nice to be back here for episode 25. Can't wait to see what's ahead. And until next time, we'll see ya.